crazy because in life, like things,
Mhm.
sometimes things have to happen for you to see
Yeah,
things for really what it is. And
100%.
and it's cool because that's why I don't really take nothing as like a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's either I win or I learn because
Like a lesson learned,
yeah,
right?
because like, we going through life and we going through things and we like, damn, why this happened to me? Or damn, I didn't think this person would do this to me, or I didn't think this. And you're like, yo, listen, man, it's just you got to really evaluate your surroundings. And I think it was big. You kind of like touched on just like
Mhm.
relationship wise, like, you know, the person you with, you guys kind of got to have that either, obviously it's never going to be 50-50. Sometimes one person has to be more motivating than the other or vice versa. But at the end of the day, that person that you with, you got to make sure that that person actually is able to, just at least motivate you or put you in a position where you feel like I can be my best version of myself. All right, again, we back. We're gonna talk, more so just getting into, just being more self-aware today. I think
Mhm.
that's a big topic we need to kind of touch on a little bit. I think a lot of times we just, not really looking at our surroundings for why things happen for us in our life, or what things happen to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
think being self-aware is pretty big. So I mean, how you feel about the self-awareness stuff?
Yeah, I feel like it's a good subject because I feel like even in relationships, people are not sometimes self-aware of what's going on,
Yeah.
can be blind to some things. So I feel like it's a good subject to hit today,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. All right. So ready for me to kick it off?
Yeah, kick it off. Kick it
All
off.
right, cool, man. Well, I feel like with so self-awareness, right? Let's talk about self-awareness. Where does that come from? And
Mhm.
why we even should be bringing this stuff up is because, you go down a certain path in your life, and say you meet with someone or you with around certain people. If those people energy or the things that they got going on is not, coincide with what you're trying to do, then you may not be going and feeling like, damn, why is things are not happening in my life the way it should be. The reason is because you have to look around and see if the people that you have around you are going in the same direction as you. And if they're not,
Mhm.
then you have to understand that you have, as much you may like them, you may think that they cool, but you cannot, coincide with someone that is not going in the same direction. Otherwise, I feel like it just sets you back. I mean, like you
Nah, I
feel.
feel the same because that's the big thing where it's like the group that you hang out with, the group of friends that
Mhm,
you're the most coolest with, you all should be moving in the same path.
mhm,
Like you said, if not, think
mhm,
about your circle. Think about changing your circle. Um, just so quick little going off subject when it comes to that is recently I heard a Fetty Wap interview. He was on the podcast with Wallow and them. I forgot what it is.
mhm.
$1 million worth of game.
Yep.
And he was talking about how before he went to prison, he had everybody on him, this and that. Wasn't really paying attention to who his inner circle was. But when he came out of prison, a lot of
Mhm,
those people didn't come around. Then while he was behind doors, behind bars. So then when he came out of prison,
mhm,
he changed his circle completely around about people
mhm,
who was about him, about his success, about the music,
mhm.
not just trying to be about the ride. Because a lot of times when they come to artists, like the entourage is a big thing they always talk about. Are those people really with it because of who you are, or are they with it because you paying for
I
everything?
mean, I feel like, some people are just with you, but not for you.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
way to say it.
So
Good way
so
to
so
say it.
and this is where we talking about just this whole self-awareness.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because in life, like things,
Hmm.
sometimes things have to happen for you to see
Yeah.
things for really what it is. And
100%.
and 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 it's cool because that's why I don't really take nothing as like a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's either I win or I learn because
Like a lesson learned,
yeah,
right?
because like, we going through life and we going through things and we like, damn, why this happened to me? Or damn, I didn't think this person would do this to me, or I didn't think this. And you're like, yo, listen, man, it's just you got to really evaluate your surroundings. And I think it was big. You kind of like touched on just like
Hmm.
relationship wise, like, you know, um, the person you with, you guys kind of got to have that either, obviously it's never going to be 50-50. Sometimes one person has to be more motivating than the other or vice versa. But at the end of the day, that person that you with, you got to make sure that that person actually is able to, just at least motivate you or put you in a position where you feel like I can be my best version of myself. I think, relationships are big when you need that extra, you need that help with somebody else is there for you to.
What's something that you had to unlearn, that you had a bad habit that
I think, yeah, well, I think the bad habit is that, when you have a good heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Like
lead with
like your heart is too strong, like you
like
want to
yeah,
give too much.
I think yeah, because for me, I'm always trying to look at the good in someone, and when you
Okay.
try to look at the good in someone, you kind of bypass
The
some of the
bad.
things that they may have that
Okay.
you're not really looking at because you're looking at like, all right, you're looking at the potential or you know the good in them, right? And then like in hindsight, right, later on, you may look and be like, wait, time out. Like I didn't really look at all of these other things that may have caused, you know, for why this thing kind of went the way it
Mm-hmm.
did. So for me personally, I think my bad habit is to try to always find more of the good. And I don't think it's a bad thing, but I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's why you don't want to lead with your heart. You got to lead with more so, okay, well, this person align with what I'm trying to do in my life right now. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it's not good to meet people with their potential. You got to meet people where they're at.
Yeah, the perfect saying that I always hear is sometimes your day ones are not the people that you go to business with. It's usually your day twos, the people you meet
100%
in life
later on in
that
life.
that you find on that path of
Mm-hmm.
they might be on a similar journey because you both on that journey, probably late 20s, late 30s,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it may
Mm-hmm.
be. That's when you find that person.
Yeah.
Your day two is the person that you start a business with, the person that you do this, you do that. They
Mm-hmm.
invite you to the wedding.
Yeah.
You pull up in
100%.
DR, you know what I mean?
That's
So it's
us.
like,
Yeah.
you
That's
know what
it.
I
Yeah.
mean? It's like the
Yeah.
people you didn't meet when you were younger, but
Mm-hmm.
those people are always gonna be your friends, but
Yeah.
they're not all moving in the same path as you right
Mm-hmm.
now.
And
And it's
that's
not and just to not
yeah.
cut you off,
Is it?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, it's not.
Everybody has their own journey in life.
Mhm,
Everybody's not trying to achieve the same exact thing.
mhm,
We all have a different path. We all are here to do different things.
mhm, mhm.
So and I feel strong about that.
See that, but that's a perfect example because, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, as you get older and as you start moving along in life, you know, sometimes those people we can still be cool, but we're not at the same
Yeah.
pace anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm we cool, but like I kind of outgrew this part of me. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
this is my next stage. So my next stage says I need to be around these kind of people because you're a grown man. You know more about who you are. So now you're meeting people that's actually aligned with what you're doing. So this is why we can be aligned with a lot of things that's happening.
I
You know what I'm
feel
saying?
like I'm laughing because I
Yeah.
feel like when I'm around certain people and I'll be like, yo, guys, like I'm not with the club and like let's
Mm,
go to cigar lounge.
mm,
I get laughed at because
mm.
I'm that 30-year-old acting like he's 50.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, I'm just not about that lifestyle no
Yeah.
more. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's just because my mind has changed to not enjoy
Mm,
that the fast paced music, the women, all
mhm,
that stuff. It's just I'm not into that no more. I feel like I changed and certain people I'm around I don't think they'll ever get out of that mindset. And there's nothing wrong because they live that life. They might be single,
mhm.
this and that, they move in that way, but like I'm past that point. Wife, kids, like I'm not interested in all that
But I
stuff.
think obviously your priorities is different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
you know, what you even want to put around you plays a big part. You don't even want them type of temptations or them type of even
Yeah.
vibes around you because that's not where you're trying to go with anything. So
Hmm.
why even put yourself in those positions? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I feel like you just on a certain path, and sometimes you need to, and that's why you need to be around dudes that respect your relationship and respect what you got going on because they're not even gonna allow you to get ahead and mess nothing up between what you got going on at home.
Yeah,
Certain
yeah.
dudes would be like, "Yo, come on, just do, bro."
See,
Nah, you're
I'm
not
good
doing
that
that.
I don't have the type of people
I'm just
around.
no, no, no. I'm not saying you do,
And you're not,
but we
but
talking about in
also
general.
I even remember, and only reason why I said it because I remember a time, and we didn't even really know each other
Mm,
like that. And we were like, "Yo, we about to do this. We about to do something, this and that." Either whatever it was, you were like, "Yo, don't worry about. It. I'll make sure you ain't tempted at all." I remember that conversation because I'm like, "Bro, like I don't get tempted." You didn't know me enough to understand that I didn't,
mm.
but you were like, "Bro, I'm gonna make sure like nothing happens because you're not gonna put yourself in there and like and like damage or like what's the word I'm looking for?" But
Yeah, yeah.
put yourself in that situation to get in trouble. I'm like, he said that, and I'm like, yo, but like,
Mm,
I appreciated that
yeah,
because it was like, not everyone's gonna think about that. They go like, yo, you married, just have a good time. Don't even think about that. You might,
yeah.
let's say you go to Colombia,
Mm,
whatever happens, Columbia stays in Colombia.
mm,
Some people are gonna be like, yo, go to Colombia,
mm.
but just behave.
Yeah,
Like you might have people doing certain things, but you don't got to put yourself in that situation
yeah, yeah,
to have those temptations
yeah.
or to put
Nah,
yourself in
nah,
risk because
nah.
you could have a good time and not cross that line.
Mhm. It's crazy you say that, man, because I don't even remember that conversation that we had, but it
Bro,
just
it
fucked
was
up.
it was probably like
Yeah,
under
yeah,
6 months to a
yeah,
year when we met each
yeah.
other, bro.
But it just shows, man, just the respect level and
Yeah.
and the people that that are around me. I want to see them win, and I don't want to see them in bad spots. So
Nah,
you
nah,
know,
nah.
and anybody that will but I want damn, I want to say like
Will like put you at risk?
yes to
Okay.
even like I was trying to look for the right words.
I
Yeah. Now, for anybody that would like cause any type of like disruption,
Yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
we go,
Yeah, yeah.
disruption to where we trying to go in this world.
No, no, no,
Get
no,
them
no.
out of
I'm
there,
not
man.
having it. I'm
You know
not
what I'm
having
saying?
it. I'm not having it.
Reevaluate your circle, reevaluate who you got
Yeah,
around
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And it's crazy because you could be going through this motion of life, right? And you like, damn, things is happening that's not so great.
Hmm.
And you don't realize that that person that's next to you is probably, you know, not the best person to be there. So that's why you're not really getting those blessings that you need. Sometimes you got to get rid of things to be able to see that next stage and next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Question two. So, how do you think self awareness will affect, like, directly affect a relationship? Do
Um,
you think it's being blind to seeing something that might be going on?
mhm.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no, I
kind of a
just
good
like I said,
question.
I don't think like I said, I don't think it's being blind. I think people date or people be in a relationship for the potential of what they feel like that person's gonna become. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
Opposed to like I said, just meeting them where they're at.
But that's
Um,
harder
we
because
date them
what
for
if you
potential.
meet somebody super young? You both are young, you're
No,
grinding.
young is different. Young is
You know what
different.
I
We
mean?
talking about grown ass people. Because if you meet somebody like you guys were super young.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
young when I was married as well. So
Hmm.
we can't. The expectations can't be that high. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We have aspirations for things, but we're both super young, so we don't really have. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about a grown person right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
certain basic things that you need to have kind of in
Hmm.
line for us to even kind of make this thing work.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
No,
saying?
I agree because I always say
It's
like
just
I'm married, but if I was single,
yeah,
like my requirements are going to be pretty high.
yeah. Well, because you
It's
know.
because like I'm striving for this, and I'm saying if she was never in the picture, not saying I'm not with her,
Mhm,
she was never in the picture, and I'm still where I'm at.
mhm,
Like I'm striving so hard to get to where I'm at, and
mhm.
if that female is not in that same path, and she don't have to be doing as much as me, it's kind of like a push off. It's like I'm not attracted to somebody who's not grinding as much as I'm
But
grinding.
and real quick, I can make a pinpoint for that real quick.
Yeah.
You see, like I feel this is why, like in relationships, a woman they want a certain type of man, right?
Hmm.
And I'm saying this to say like they want a certain type of man. If you want to be a wife, then you should be acting like a wife, even when you're not a wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
for
understand?
sure.
When you walking around and when you at places, restaurants, or even wherever you at, walk around and be the position of a wife, because then that way that man can see the wife in you before he's even gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's even with you.
I like that statement. I like that statement so much is because I feel like I'm not going back to like when our parents were parents and the female never worked, but
Mhm,
like I miss that female dynamic where it was the woman was the caretaker
mhm,
and the man was a breadwinner. But I've always adapted. Okay, both parties can work,
mhm.
and both parties can play that
Contribute.
role
Mhm,
at the
mhm.
same way.
Yeah.
Because I cherish the
Mhm,
female, and I'm not saying she belongs to do these certain tasks, but
mhm,
like I cherish the way the female moves, the way the female acts, the way the female
mhm.
likes to take care of the family. I really enjoy that part of a female.
Yeah.
And if you don't meet that requirement, if you're like I don't want to say if you're the man in the relationship, it's going to conflict with my
Yeah.
values.
I mean, like, I don't blame you with that. That's really tough, man, because but a lot of it too is that sometimes, right? If you didn't see it, it's hard for you to know. Meaning that, so say like a female, they want to be a wife or whatever it is, but maybe you never seen
How a
a
real
husband and
how a
wife is
good
supposed to
wife
be.
is.
So how
Mm.
you over here saying that he got to be this, he got to be that, but wait, time out. You was never married and you never even had a good man. So how are you even giving advice about what a man should be when you never even had good examples on how to even goddamn, you know what I'm saying? So
That's yeah,
so
that's
you
a good one.
I think that's what I'm saying. Just being self-aware and understanding that, before you go and jump the gun and talk about what somebody should have, what somebody should do, make sure that you can look at yourself and say, well, wait, time out. Have I even seen any
Yeah,
good examples
like
to make this happen?
am I doing the things that a wife
Exactly.
should be
Like,
doing right now? When I'm around certain men, a
yes.
certain
Are
friend,
you
like am I behaving
holding
the
yourself?
way are you holding yourself accountable? Are you moving the way that if somebody saw you in the block and just like, yo,
Damn, there
that's
it
my
is.
wife. Like I'm gonna
Exact.
make,
She
or are
moves
you
like a
moving
wife.
like a HO where it's like
Yeah.
I'm about to just hit that and
Like
move on
you're over
because you
here
ain't moving right.
shaking your butt on the gram or wearing the most skimpiest, sexiest stuff or whatever to try to entice men. I'm gonna say, okay, you're gonna have a good time with that, but that's not gonna be for a long time because you're not conducting yourself how I would want my wife to be.
I don't even want to bring the subject up, but I have to because we speak about it so much. It's the BBL community. The BBL community, I love you guys because you're a good time. You're just
Yeah,
not being
yeah,
wifed. And it's nothing against that. It's
yeah.
just that's something that we and you guys have to understand this too.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
and I and I, and I want to say this the most nicest way is like we love your natural body.
Hmm.
We love the way you look
That's
without
true.
all the work done. We really do appreciate that. Um, I'm okay with fake tits.
No,
I'm
you
not
know what
gonna
it
lie,
is.
but I appreciate the woman's body no matter how it
You
was
know,
built.
here's the thing, right? It's a way to do things, man. I see you can post pictures that look very classy and neat.
Yeah.
Like you just look like a woman. You look classy.
Hmm.
But if every picture you turned around, your head is turned around, and
Bro.
all your boot, the one leg back, one leg in front, and you're trying to show your ass in every single thing, then you may have some things going on within yourself that you need validation from these people online in order to feel beautiful. But understand, like, you could be very, not showing much in a dude's imagination. He don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't
I
some
think
kind of like,
I think you said the right word. I think
okay.
imagination is great. Like
Mhm.
leave something for us to guess.
Yeah.
Leave us the idea that, hey, like she's beautiful. Like
Mhm.
I wonder what that may look like.
Yeah.
Not just giving it
Well,
to us
I
off
mean,
the
because
jump.
because we know if you're
You know what I
posting
mean?
every single time and all your pictures are all showing your ass, you're just trying to get attention from men. So is that
Yeah.
moving like a wife, or is that moving like I'm just trying to
No.
get attention to fill your whatever you got going on inside
Your
of
ego,
you
maybe.
as a woman? So
Yeah.
you just trying to get the DM. They be like, these dudes be in my DMs. They be wild.
Oh,
But
I mean,
bro,
look at
dude,
what
you
you
know what I'm saying?
posting.
So
Look at what you posting.
so
Look at how you
and here's the
moving.
thing, man. And you see if that woman, right? You want to be a wife. Why don't you hang around wives so you know how wives should walk around, how they should be, have
Mm,
some insight on how to become a wife. You hanging
mm.
around girls that ain't got no good man. They all getting cheated on, and it's like the blind leading the blind. How y'all getting advice from each other about how to be wives and what men should be, but none of y'all even have examples of what good men are.
Loving them bad
No,
boys.
but you not even
Loving them bad boys.
around
Loving them.
husband and wives. You're around
Nah,
girls
you're
that's
around.
running the streets and just dealing with dudes with money here and there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then be like, I'm looking
Very
for a
true.
man. You ain't looking for a
Yeah,
man.
very
You look
true.
at your surroundings. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
very true. I will honestly, I would love this to hear a
Yeah. Oh,
female's
we eat it up right
point of view
now.
on
Eat
this,
it
man.
up. Eat
They
it
would
up.
like, I would
Eat it
love to
up.
hear
Eat
a
it up.
female's point of view on this because I feel like I need to hear what they have to say about this because and from both sides, a wife and a non-wife,
I
somebody
feel
single
like
out here
I
doing it in
feel
the
like
streets.
while you're sitting here, they'll agree with it. But
I don't think so. I don't
I
think
mean, I
so.
don't know. I feel like because sometimes people say things because they think that that's what you want to hear at that time, and then
Very true.
but then when they go out, that toxic dude that calls your phone the late night, you gonna let him come over and smash because your emotions is the tied to this dude that ain't good for you. So don't be
Very
mad
true.
at why my life keep going in the same direction because you keep doing the same thought shit. So it's gonna keep happening. I'm not trying to be fucked up. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, no. You being
Yeah,
honest. You
I'm
being
just
honest.
saying,
You
bro.
being
I
honest. You
don't know.
being honest. Nah, nah. That's a good one. Um, I know you kind of went into this, but I feel like social media doesn't help this whatsoever. I feel like social media
Uh,
puts a bad image on what reality
here's
really
back
is.
to
Go ahead.
self awareness, right? If
Yeah.
you want to be a wife or you want to have a better relationship, stop following things that aren't aligned with what you're trying to do, right?
Okay.
If I'm following strippers,
Elaborate.
following
Elaborate.
strippers,
Elaborate.
you know what I'm saying?
But as in a
I
female or a male?
as a female, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You just you're following dudes that's not like if you want a certain type of man that has high value standards or whatever, then maybe you should start liking because this algorithm, right? You start liking things that are men that are family men that are talking about their wives and how they love each other. Follow those things, or instead of just you following a dude that look like he got some motion, he got a dope whip, he got this and that, whatever it is, and that's what you like.
Yo, but the content that does well is the female chat and the guys down in Miami Beach talking to the beautiful girl in the dress outside the
Oh, he does a good
club.
job. Talking about right in Miami.
You talking about King?
I don't even know his name, but
Have-
that dude be killing it though.
6 foot, like six
Maybe like a
five.
6'8" dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
King. That
bro.
nigga's
First
King,
off,
bro.
I
I've been following him for a little while because he got motion, bro. I ain't
his
gonna
motive,
lie,
bro.
he
You
got
know he's
motion.
not dumb.
He got motion. Nah.
He be
But
saying
did
some
you?
junk.
But did you know how old he was? He's 44. He's moving.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, bro. His age got released. He was like, "So what, bro? I'm 44.
he's
I'm still
40.
doing
He's
this."
older than me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But look at the motion he got at
But
44
that's
years
why
old,
you
man.
know how I knew. I didn't know how
Like
old he
motion's
was,
not a
but when I had it, like when just that's why black don't crack. That's another thing.
facts, bro.
Shout out to him too. But
Yeah.
when you I heard him talking one time, and I was like, yo, this dude, he ain't stupid. He
Nah.
know what
He
he doing.
speaks with
Yeah, he knows.
elegance. He speaks like he's
And
intelligent.
and and and,
Yeah.
and you know what it is? When you so secure within yourself, your confidence is different. And obviously, people are drawn to people that have confidence. Like if you don't believe in yourself, who gonna believe in you? He walks around with that. I believe in me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and not even that, but you're 6'8", so you obviously got that. He's killing.
I mean, I'm 6 feet with a future hair transplant. I'm gonna be doing the
I mean,
same thing he
listen,
doing,
man.
bro.
When I got the little
You know what
platforms on,
I
I'm about 5'10".
mean? 5'10", bro.
Nah,
5'10".
yo,
I put a
yo,
little heel on my foot. I'm 6'2", motherfucker.
yo.
You know what
Nah,
I
it's
mean?
okay. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm just not tall, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the short kings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. But it's all
Ain't nothing
good
wrong
though,
with
man.
that.
It's all good
Ain't
though, man.
nothing
That's
wrong
why I
with
had to
that.
work
Ain't
out.
nothing
This is
wrong
why
with
I can
that.
get my little weight up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Be
ain't
alright.
nothing wrong with that,
But
man. Ain't nothing
nah,
wrong
it's
with that.
cool though, bro. It's cool, man.
Nah, I love how them dudes be doing that, and then it's
But do you
just
see?
honestly, they just
But you
move
know
with
what's so
respect,
crazy
man.
though? Why I really
What's up?
like he shows you that like he could just go and talk to a girl. Obviously he's 6'8". He go talk to a girl and she be with it right there, like, oh come on, let's go do this. So it be a dude that I know it's all whatever.
So, but I mean, let's first. It has to do with him being dark skinned.
Yeah,
It has to
he's
do with his tats.
yep, and he's six
Bro, the
eight.
height is
No. But what
key,
I'm saying is that
bro.
if a girl likes you, she's all in.
But these female he messing with, they don't like him. They want to fuck.
Yeah, you right.
It's not
Right.
about wife and these
Right.
shorts.
That's
They
all.
want to fuck. It's a one night. It's a want to fuck. Let's move
Just
on.
because he's
It's
different.
content type
Just because
situation. That's
he
it.
looks so
They have
different.
not. They have not climbed that pole. I see some of the women who be breaking their neck a couple times.
And it
I'm
be
like,
bad. It be
like
bad.
I'm like, yo, like my motion ain't like that. Like,
Nah.
come on, I gotta go to
Nah.
Turkey and then my motion is back.
When that hairline come back, I think the motion is gonna be all the way back.
Bro, but honestly, I ain't gonna even lie. I don't need the motion. I got a wife and kid. I'm
No.
just saying,
Yeah.
if it's available, let the motion move itself and say
You know
no
what it
to it
is?
after
End
the
of the
fact.
day. At the end of the day, everybody want to still be wanted. I like
For
like
that's a
you
great
know what I'm saying?
statement,
It just
bro.
ain't even about like look.
Like,
Listen,
I could be locked up for
yeah,
10. I don't mean locked. I could be wifed up for 10 years,
you still want to feel
and I
wanted.
get hit on, bro. I want to
At
feel
least when you went out,
wanted out
somebody
here,
said,
and it's
"Oh,
like,
some girls tapped you," be like, "Oh, my girl wanted to talk to you." Be like, "Yeah,
there's
nah, I'm
like,
married." So you feel like
yeah,
I'm
bro.
still
Like,
lit. Yeah,
honestly, when I was in Houston, that happened.
nice.
I felt like
You felt like
I
yeah,
was
no,
like,
I'm
you know
still
what I
alive.
mean? And I pulled that. She was like, I pulled that car where she was like, "Yo, married?" And I'm like, "Yeah, babe, yeah." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I had to soften the head, like,
yeah,
I'm good, girl. I'm
yeah,
good. And
yeah.
it felt good in the heart to
That's
know
it.
that, like, I'm married. I came out here. I'm moving like I'm married.
Mm.
I'm still wanted out
That's what I'm
here.
talking about.
It felt good, man.
That's what I'm talking
It
to you,
felt
man.
real good.
Oh,
It felt real good. It felt real good
Yeah.
to have that good feeling. And it's like when I move around, like, and just so everybody know, like, it's okay to like be approached, especially when you're not an ugly dude. You just don't act on it, bro. Like, have respect for the woman at home. That's all I'm asking. Because
Yeah.
I want to have the most respect for my wife,
Mhm.
no matter what I'm doing outside. If I'm at a, an event with my boys, I'm gonna always think about, if my wife saw this, would she be okay with it?
Oh,
Because that's the thing you have to think about.
this-
Because
This is what.
I don't ever want to have that video.
Black men
And
don't cheat.
for sure, bro. Black men who
Black men
behave
don't cheat.
themselves don't
Black
cheat,
men don't cheat
bro.
because I think sometimes they be forgetting we don't cheat, man. That's just an old
Yeah, some of
trait.
you guys do.
Old
Some of you
trait,
guys
man.
do, but
This is
you
what
guys
we're
gotta
putting
move
up right
better.
now. Black men don't cheat, man. It's over. Sit.
You guys gotta just move a little smarter. I'm not gonna lie. Some of you guys move
I
like
know.
idiots.
I get it, but I'm just no. But I don't know what they talking about because black men don't cheat. Niggas cheat.
Nah, I don't
We not
cheat,
niggas.
bro.
We black
I don't
men.
cheat, bro. Yeah, nah. because they ready to go off in a second time, bro. In a
Nah,
second,
bro.
but yeah,
So
man,
so you
it's
different
just.
stage, and like you know what's crazy,
Mhm.
right? I think obviously you know you grow and you know what's best and what's not to do, whatever. Because I've been through mad stuff, but I think that
Mhm.
it's not a decision that I make because of the female that I'm with. Like I'm not gonna not cheat because of you. No, I'm not cheating because this is not something I want to do for my personal self.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And
more
and
about
that's what I
morals.
think females need to understand. Like, I'm not cheating. I don't even want somebody doing something or not doing something because of me. I want them to do it because that's their morals within themselves that they don't want to do something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because the
yeah,
minute that, if your loyalty just with me, then the minute that you feel like you got a little slot, you might want to jump on it. But if
for
your
sure.
morals and principles are saying this is not what I'm about, then that's not what you're gonna do. If that makes sense. So
Uh, No, 100% agree.
you gotta
Because
get
if
that
you
drink,
if
right?
you're
You
that
still want
type of
more?
person, no matter what comes across you, you're not gonna do anything. I got you. Yeah, no matter what you do, your morals are gonna jump in front of you and things like that. So while he does that, we're gonna jump into the next subject, and it's like for me, it's like is self awareness learned? Is that a trait that you can pick up? And I feel like you can pick it up. I feel like that's something that you can learn over time. You can like look at certain traits, look at how people move, look at the way you move as a person in a sense. Whereas, can you do better as a person? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a key thing that all of us can do. All of us can do. All of us can behave better. All of us can pick up certain points that we may not be seeing or behaving a little bit better. You know what I mean? So when Ron, when he get back on the mic, he'll elaborate more on that stuff. Because if it's not something that can be learned, it's something that can be teached. It's something that if we see somebody doing wrong, a friend, a female, anybody, it's something that we can speak on and just say, hey guys, you know what I mean? And it's to me too, it's a lot of times when it comes to like um if I notice how someone's moving and maybe they don't see because there's certain times where I don't this is kind of an off story, but certain times where it's like someone tells me stories about their relationship and I'm like, yo, are you not questioning that movement of your partner?
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels a little fishy to me,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not my place to step in and say,
Mm-hmm.
yo, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that he not moving right and you're not seeing it because you might be blind to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you might not be self aware to
Mm-hmm.
the different ways that certain men are moving because you're blind to the love.
Yeah.
Religion might be coming over you, but you're like, yo, love is
Mm-hmm.
everything, and you're not
I
looking
think
for
I
these
think
certain things.
with stuff like that, man, like it's hard, man. Unless you and that person is like super connected and cool, you almost got to stay out of stuff like that.
That's hard, but to me, it's hard when
Yeah.
you actually
Yeah,
care
yeah,
about
yeah. But
that
you know what
person.
though? You can care about them, but you could actually do more damage by and it could
Yeah,
backfire. You know what I'm saying? So you
yeah,
allow people to
yeah,
kind of make their little mistakes themselves, unless you and that
yeah,
person really have those open, real. Like I feel like, see, we have this kind of we have this right. We really do
yeah.
talk to each other. So regardless,
Hmm.
I know you're not gonna take nothing personal that I'm telling you because I care
Yeah.
for you. I'm not gonna take nothing personal you. So we have that type of relationship, but certain people they not as open minded, so you can't really just tell them. You know what I'm saying?
And I wish I could.
Some you just gotta let it ride, man. Like not everybody's open to it, man. And it's crazy part about it. You could do that, and they could be mad at you for it.
Yeah, but even if other people around you are seeing this too, and you all don't really want to
Nah,
say nothing, it's
nah,
like
it's rough.
you all speak about this not behind the person's back, but you
Mhm.
all are picking up kind of like behaviors that
Yeah.
you feel like that person should be
Like
questioning
I
their
said, I
partner
feel like
on.
you got to just wait to see if it's an open
Just,
door to be able to even communicate that.
I don't think
Because
there is,
love,
and
man,
like
it's tough.
in the scenario that I'm talking about, there is no open door. I don't feel like there's ever an open door because
Mhm.
that would be me stepping
So
over a
then, so then,
boundary.
so then, if you know that is a touchy subject and it's something that may cause some friction between you guys, I don't think it's worth to do it.
I know, and
Hmm.
I'm kind of like
Hmm.
on edge about it because I don't want to say something and I'm not going to say something, but I feel like I should because if I open your eyes, maybe you'll see it, or
Hmm.
maybe you look at it like I'm attacking your
Nah, that's
relationship,
what I'm saying.
and I'm
You
not
don't
trying
need
to do
that.
that.
I'm telling you, and not even that.
Just leave
Here's
it,
the
right?
thing, because here's the worst part, right? You know, you do say something, they get into an argument, then they mess around and get back together, whatever it is that they're doing, and they gonna pillow talk.
Yeah, but what if the couple's
Or
mad?
even worse, because what's gonna happen is you say something, right? they may argue about it. He may say something about it, but then soon they're gonna pillow talk and they're gonna be like, Casey even felt like, or whatever it is, that you
Damn,
did
that's gonna
something to
put
her.
me in a
Now when
bad
she get around you,
situation.
she's gonna give you the cold shoulder, and now you're like, he
Yeah,
must have told her, and now you guys are all walking around feeling weird as shit. So I don't think it's worth any of this shit.
that's gonna put me in a bad
No.
situation.
I'm telling you as your brother, it's gonna put you in a bad spot, and you don't even need to. Why even put yourself in this drama for? No,
Nah, just stay out of it.
let me
It's
just
just
listen.
I'm seeing these things that maybe she's not seeing, and I'm like, yo, you gotta open your
Nah,
eyes a little bit.
you gotta let people ride, bro.
But to failure,
Not everybody's ready. Not everybody ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's when the fruit
oh
is being,
man,
sprout up out of the freaking ground, it may not be ready yet. You gotta let it for it to be. You gotta let it be ready, man. It ain't ready
yeah,
yet. Let it ride.
I feel
Save the
you. It's
world.
just I feel you. It's just when someone's like somewhat close, I,
Mhm.
I want to point this out to them without hurting
Nah,
their
it's tough.
feelings. I know
It's
it's like
tough.
I
Eat
gotta
it,
just
man.
stay out of
Eat
it
it. I'm
completely.
telling you, because the pillow talks happen. Once the pillow,
People still happen with their partner. It's over. They're gonna
yeah,
badmouth
they
me.
like,
So
they,
it's just
hating on our relationship. There's people that always, and then you see a sub on the gram, but like, what I mean, stay away from those snakes in the grass. Stay away from people that be smiling in your face and really just don't want to see you happy. And you looking at it like, damn, are they talking about me?
bro. I'll be wanting to see people happy. I
No,
just
but do
I
you
just want
no?
you to like
But
see
do you,
what's in your
damn. So
face.
sometimes stay your
Yeah.
ass up out of situations that you ain't supposed to be in, bro. Avoid it. Protect your peace. Your peace. It's not worth it. It's not
Wow.
worth it, bro.
Is this something that like let's say is this something like if you saw something out of the norm with a friend, is this something that you would bring up to
Like I
them?
told you, it all really depends on how close I am with that person.
Let's say this your day one.
Day one.
Your day one, he's not seeing that his female might be,
Not so great.
she moving a little
I
different
you know
behind his
what?
back.
You know what? If it's somebody that I'm really close to that I love like that, I would definitely,
But how would you approach it though?
I'm like, how's your relationship? And then if they
I
start, I
mean,
wouldn't even say, you
okay.
know what it is, you gotta wait for, I wouldn't just go and directly say, maybe I wait for them to start complaining about her.
Yeah, but what if that doesn't come? What if it's all good and happy and you know some shit is not like not sitting well with you? And I'm not saying you caused something, but like somebody's moving weird where you're like, bro, like, is there something else going on where you don't have the true idea of what it is, but like you can sense it and you
Mhm.
need to say something because homie's not really seeing it. He's blind to the love, he's blind to the body, he's blind to the face. But like homegirl could be moving like you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
and it happens sometimes where I see it where you meet this girl, she ain't you in love with her, but like she's moving like that with everybody.
Hmm.
You just a part of the like
Hmm.
a number game right now.
But sometimes, man, like I told you, right? Um, I feel that things have to happen for people to see things. Sometimes it ain't for you to tell somebody what
So they gotta learn a
you go
lesson.
like, look,
They gotta fall on that knife
like a child.
themselves.
Don't touch the
Yeah.
stove. They want to touch the stove. Don't touch the stove. They want to touch the stove. Don't touch. Then you gonna let them burn themselves. When they
They
burn
burn
themselves, then they gonna
themselves.
know. Don't touch the stove. But if you tell
Yeah.
them, they gonna keep wanting to do it. So you gotta let them ride, man. Not everybody's ready, man. It's okay. You can't
Yeah, I
save the
know. I
world.
feel you on
Yo,
that.
I
I
do
wish
my
I could.
best.
I wish I
I do
could.
my best. I
I
do
wish
my
I could.
best.
I
I do
wish
my
I
best.
could.
I get it.
I wish I could try to pour these
And
things
I
out to
don't see, for
people.
me too, man. Like, in order for me to be better, I don't mind to take criticism. I don't mean to. I don't be closed off when someone comes to talk to me about, maybe some things that I could have done better. And I can be honest with myself and
Mhm.
say, you know what, I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. Or, because I'm not perfect myself and it's okay, right?
Mhm.
But the only way that I can be better is if I can look myself in the mirror and say, you know what, I want to be better or whatever it is. I can be real with myself to understand that. A lot of people don't want to, they always want to say, well, I did this because of this person, instead of saying,
Do you think this is a trait you picked up in your later
yeah,
years,
yeah.
or
See stuff like this. I mean, you know what's crazy though? Be honest. Look, and I'm gonna tell you this is the truth, man. Like, I have amazing parents, bro. Like, I mean, the best ever,
that's
ever.
good?
So I've never seen my mom or my dad disrespect each other ever. I saw how my mom, was submissive to my dad.
Hmm.
So being that I seen it like that, I think I always knew that. Like, so I always was able to look at myself too. Even if I didn't make the right decision, I knew like I even if I did mess up, I'm like, I know I messed up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I'm
Mm.
sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm gonna blame you for why I did what I did." No, I did what I did because I made the mistake, not because of you. I did it.
Yeah, because like I could bounce it off of that. I could truly say, my mom and my dad, they weren't together, but I grew up with my dad. I could truly say the things my dad did in my early years that I didn't really appreciate. I appreciate those things now because as everyone knows, as becoming a father, you see those things, those habits that you were like, what the fuck is he doing? What is he doing? Like he's bothering me, the curfews, this and that. But then it's out of love, it's out of respect, it's out of like
Mm, mm,
I see those things now that I didn't see when I
mm,
was younger, and I wish I appreciated it because now I feel like being a father made me closer to my father, and I love
mm.
that now. Like it's different. I don't know what it
You
is. I
know,
don't know how to
yo,
explain it. It's just it's
yeah,
different. It's
yeah,
different. It could be the case too. Is like I lost my brother, so
yeah.
having a one less sibling had built a better connection with my father in general as well
Mm,
too. So there's probably something to do with it as well. But
mm.
like it's strong. The connection with me and
Yes,
my
but
dad
I
is
think
strong.
as we, we get older, we start to really see things for real. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
now I
appreciating the things
see.
that
Now,
yeah.
dad, and that's the only tough part about dads, to be honest. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say this the real man. Like, Chris Rock
Mm,
said this, man. It's like women and children are loved unconditionally, and
unconditionally.
men are loved under a condition. So, as a man, sometimes you could try to do the best you can, but I think, especially with people, kids, whatever, they don't realize that, men have feelings too. So, you know, and we
Yeah, they feel like we're like a
yeah,
freaking
because
brick
that's
wall. Like,
that's what we're built to be, right? We're not built to have
yeah.
emotion. So like, you can they don't realize that. So you going through the motions of working hard and trying to make them happy, make everybody happy, but then they could do something and rip your heart out, but you can't show emotion. You got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? As a man, so it can kind of be a little rough on men. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's super important. Obviously, we talk about the men's mental health as well because things like that, you feel like you're not good enough or you're not doing enough or you know what I'm saying? And because you're not feeling appreciated. So what happens is like, and now, like you said, as a grown man, it took you all of this time, but maybe at that time you was probably like, "Ah, dad, ah." So you don't know that he probably had bills he had to pay. You don't know he probably dealt with obviously separating from your mom. You don't know he had all of these things he had going on, and then on top of that, his son is making him feel like he ain't doing enough. He mad at him all the time,
Yeah.
and now you sitting
Yeah.
back as a grown man like, "Oh, fuck, dad." He only
Yeah, you
loved
like you think about those things
he
that he
he was
did. Like he
juggling
loved me.
his life himself. He loved me. He had to juggle the fact that he got divorced or whatever the case is. So a lot then
Mm.
was going on in his life, and
And you don't notice these things until you get older. You
and
didn't
you
see it
didn't
till you get
know
older.
you might have been ripping his heart out. Not trying to be, you might have been killing him.
I
You
know
know what I'm
what you
saying?
mean though. I know what
And
you
he
mean.
might have felt like shit. And
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
then
know.
and then they be like, oh, like, what's wrong with him? Why he walking around like this? Because he's juggling everything. And now as a man, you like, damn, bro, like I probably could have been a little better to him. You know what I'm
Yeah. And the point of this
saying?
is really, yo, if you have a father and mother in your life, appreciate them guys.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
really
But I think
appreciate them. Like not for these holidays, not for Mother's Day,
mm,
holidays.
every day.
Yo, appreciate them every day.
Mm-hmm.
Call them because there's a statement that I think a comedian told me. Like when you move away from home, you speak to your parents less. Think about it. You call your parents once a month. That's 12 times a year. So you're speaking to your parents 12 times a year. You might see them once or twice a year. That's one time a year. Maybe they have 20 years left. You're seeing them only what? 20 times over the next 20 years? 40 times over the next. You gotta cherish your parents, cherish
Yeah.
them, bro,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not gonna be here forever.
I know.
They're really not. And I do that. And
Mm-hmm.
I do that. And I appreciate my mom. I appreciate my dad. Appreciate
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
journey I've been on. Different because
Mm-hmm.
they weren't together, but otherwise
Nah,
beautiful.
that's the
Beautiful.
realest. That's
You
the
gotta
realest
just
thing, man.
yeah,
I think sometimes we take things for granted, man. Like
yeah,
saying, literally, if you have, I don't care what y'all got going on. Sometimes people be having, oh, I'm mad at my mom. I don't want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my
yeah,
bro. You one dad, if they still on this earth, appreciate them, because God forbid something
yeah.
happen, it'd be something you'd be looking at and being sad.
Nah, it
You know what I'm
crushed me,
saying?
man. It crushed
So
me.
so just appreciate them. Know that they love you. And get, you know what else is real too? Was the other thing is crazy is that remember they was trying to figure it out too.
Yeah, we all trying to figure it
You
out.
know, and
All
we as
trying to figure
sometimes
it
as
out.
kids be like, oh, they didn't do this for me, they didn't do that for me. They was trying to figure it out the best way they can. Yes, they
Yeah.
may not have been perfect, but that don't mean that they didn't love you. They was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So how you gonna look at them any which way? How are you? How that you don't have a right to do that.
Nah. Nah. But I think
That's
we're
all
gonna end
good.
it on that. I
It's all
think that's
good.
beautiful ending. Um, Key to the episode is be self-aware. Share your knowledge. I hear some doors clinging, and we're gonna end it right here.